Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and welcome back to my new video series, which is based on ASP.NET Core Web API, and the use case is contact list. Right? And this is video number one. In the previous video, we discussed the agenda, what we are going to develop in this video series, and this is video number one, where we will share our idea what we are going to achieve to ChatGPT, because we will be using ChatGPT as our coding assistant. So most of the code we will get it generated from ChatGPT. Right. So let me take you to the prompt. I have already prepared the prompt, but I will read out to you. Right. Now, before I read out the prompt, I would like to tell that whenever you are working on any of the AI agent, right, for coding, and you need coding help, try to brief them as much as possible. Give them possible all information. So I am not telling over here that you go ahead and share your company's code over there. Don't do that, because many organizations will not allow. But the thing is over here is, purpose, the purpose, share the purpose over here, right? So so that it knows what you are trying to achieve. Give it a good background, give it a good handful of background with all possible information, so that based on that, I have developed this prompt. And in this video, we'll just discuss this prompt. I'll just read out for you. So what I am telling over here, that I am planning to create a small POC that covers ASP.NET Core 9 Web API concepts. We will take contact list example as it is in a day-to-day use for everyone and well understood by almost all. Right? With this simpler example, we can concentrate on tech stuff rather than even putting our efforts on understanding the business domain complexities like banking or insurance or e-commerce. Right? Learners can just concentrate on ASP.NET Core Web API development. Right? So that's what our core target is. Right? Now, we will be using ASP.NET Core 9 Web API and Entity Framework code first approach. Now, if you are a .NET guy, you must have heard this, that we can develop a .NET project in few approaches. The Entity Framework code first is the one of the approach. Another one is data Entity Framework database first. Another approach is either using ADO.NET or Dapper micro RM, right? So we'll be using Entity Framework code first approach, right? And we'll have to tell ChatGPT, because it will generate the code in that direction, right? So that's what I'm telling over here. Now, what we need to cover while working on this project, what we are supposed to cover. Then first thing is, obviously ASP.NET Core Web API best practices for EF also, right? And the common CRUD operations: create, read, update, delete, and the other operation like login, register, maybe some search functionality, maybe some other kind of getting records, right? Then the next is secure API using JWT authentication. Right now, here we are explicitly telling ChatGPT that we will implement this at the end of. Otherwise, every time we have to every time we test any API, we'll have to log in, we'll have to grab the token, we'll have to pass that token to the every request, right? So that will be time consuming. So instead of that, we'll implement all the functionality first, and at the end, we will implement the JWT token authentication, right? Next, user password to be stored using encryption first policy. Right now, if you are familiar with software development, or if you have not even heard about this, right? you know so there are two approaches of encrypting user passwords, right? First one is encrypt at the application level, and second one is encrypt at the database level. These both approaches work well, but the preferred choice is at encrypt it at the application level, right? So we will use that whenever user enters the password, so whenever register API is called, right, the user password should be encrypted, and on successful registration, the encrypted, or I would say not encrypted, hashed password should be stored in the database, right? And we will be using the latest hashing algorithm. I am suggesting it, maybe we can go for Argon, which is currently popular one, right? Now the next one, encrypt decrypt user messages. So we will also work on messages, and we will plan to store encrypted messages into the database, and whenever required, we will decrypt it and give it to the user, so they can see it on mobile screen. So when we see the mobile, they are always decrypted. Mm. I have really no idea whether our text messages are encrypted or not, but for WhatsApp, and you must have heard that it is end-to-end encryption, right? Those are encrypted when they travel, they are encrypted when they are stored, they are encrypted when they are bring back, they are encrypted again, but when we are displaying on the application, it is they are decrypted, right? So it is all encrypted, and so we'll try to mimic that. Now I'm telling ChatGPT now that let me know once you have digested above, right? I will let you know the next step over here. So in this prompt, we are just telling it what ChatGPT should do next, or what ChatGPT should be prepared for, right? So let's go ahead and copy paste this prompt into ChatGPT. Let me copy these, right? Let me bring ChatGPT. Let me say new chat. I'll just say Control V. I'm not modifying anything. Maybe some typo I will correct. No, this is good. Decrypted. Oh yeah, this is good only. Alright, so let me push this prompt and let's wait for ChatGPT's response. ChatGPT has generated its response, and let's go through it. Got it. I have fully digested your plan and intent behind it. Okay, here is understanding. Align with your teaching first. Okay, POC, vision confirm. Project small focus POC using contact list domain. Excellent. Familiar day-to-day use case. Okay, tech stack this and this. Okay, start without authentication. Later we will be implementing authentication. Good. Concept to be covered. Yes. ASP.NET Core Web API base practices. JWT authentication. Password security application level first. Password never stored in plain text. Hashing at the application layer. Okay. Not DB. Excellent. Use modern algorithm. Argon to preferred. Okay. Emphasize security best practice and real. Okay. This is good. Message is stored encrypted in database. Decrypt on retrieval. Mm. Okay, reinforces data security. This is all good, right? You can pause this video and also read out. But we have given brief. We have given our description of our intent, what we are trying to achieve by this video series, right, or by this project to ChatGPT, and now it knows what to do, right? So everything is clear and well throughout. I am ready for next step over here, right? So basically, ChatGPT is ready to help us, right, in implementing this small project or small POC, I would say, right? So that's it in this video. Now we'll move to next video. In next video we'll try to cover the project setup. We'll inform ChatGPT that what it needs to do next for us, so that we can move ahead slowly with the project. So thanks a lot for watching this video and stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.